But you know, if I'm eating out, Wormy, for my money, there's nothing like a good old hamburger. And I think it's still, oh, just barely. Somehow, I have managed to fit a 737 right in the middle of the hangar. How it is going to get out, golly knows how. What up, tubers? It's Bunny here with my co-pilot Wormy, Mercury. And this week's video, we're back in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So without further ado, let's get into it. Mercury. Well, I am in a custom park map that I have created, a custom scenario. Well, the scenario itself is just this giant plot of land here. I've added the lake and the hills and the highway myself. Oh, and the river. Can't forget a river way over here. A nice little river feeds into the lake. Supposed to be an ocean, really, but with the cities there, that didn't really work out. So with this giant park, the objective is to create a super mega theme park. You know, like how Disney World is sort of a super mega theme park. Agreed. Yeah, something like that. And so, off camera, actually, I have built this sort of main transportation hub. So you got your main highway there and it heads off to golly knows where. But then right here in what appears to be virtually the middle of nowhere, you've got your turn-off lanes to head into this little bus transportation thing. This little bus driveway, if you will. And these are some pickup drop-off lanes. You have a little turn lane right here in case you want to turn into the parking lot here. These are supposed to be entrances, but apparently I can't really put an entrance right here because this is outside of the park and thus outside the scenario. And yeah, those fences are peeking up right there. I think I can't really recall completely. It's been a few months since I worked on this. Last worked on this like shortly after finishing recording that first video of RCT3. But anyway, Babylon is the name of an ancient Arabian city, not the name of some YouTuber bunny. What I'm thinking of doing for starting off this project today is creating the first sub-theme park right in this corner over here. Mercury? And how will I start that off? Why, by building a hangar. So you see the Bunny Club sign and the bunny head. Well, this is what our first theme park, sub-theme park really, is going to be the Bunny Club. Mercury. I know. That's what I like about this. Ooh, Coca-Cola. Here it is, front of the hangar. So I actually need to come in a little closer toward the front. So I think I'll put a hangar front right here. Place one here just for references. Get rid of that one. Okay, now I've got two hangar fronts here. There we go. A giant hangar with a floor plan like this. Agreed. So now before I continue decorating this hangar, I'm going to add some pathways. Let's see. Invisible path. Tarmac. Old Spice Epcot Bridge. Steel. Definitely steel, Wormy, right? Mercury. Alright, so a nice steel pathway that seems to reflect the hangar well. Actually, if I do this, and actually steel on the inside, but then outside, how about some tarmac? Agreed. Alrighty, something like this. So we have our entrance. Now what stalls do we have? Oh, we have an evil food stall. Fries, fry bar. Gummy bear stall. Hershey's, hot dogs, ice cream bar, In-N-Out. McDonald's. There's a McDonald's. Pizza, pretzel sandwiches. Oh yeah, I'm a bit skeptical about the modded shop stalls because a lot of the assets on this big mod that I've downloaded, they haven't really seemed to have downloaded correctly, and thus they could potentially crash my game. But you know, if I'm eating out, Wormy, for my money, there's nothing like a good old hamburger, so I'm gonna go with a hamburger. But wait, I can one-up this hamburger stand. Where's that regular custom stall? Here it is. I'll place it right here in the middle. And let's see, where is it? Hamburgers, or burgers really. Synchronized stalls of this type. Let them choose however many pickles, cheese, and ketchup they want. Though I'd be happy with plenty of all three. Okay, when I'm setting up the prices for these stalls, I like to make sure that I'm getting a reasonable profit from each of these burgers. Why is it that a 3/4 pound burger is so darn expensive above the rest? See, now $2.50 is more reasonable a price than $4.50. In fact, look, standard burger. I mean, what do you say, Wormy? Are these reasonable prices, would you say, or not great? Okay. Ugh, the generic color of the stall. I need something that reflects bunny. There we go. Brown and blue. That seems to reflect my color. What do you say, Wormy? Oh, great. There we go. This seems to reflect our colors. Agreed. Let's see. This vendor is wearing red. I want her to wear something different. Vendor 3. Let's go with light blue. There we go. Now reflecting the YouTube channel's colors. Let's see. I'm not going to open it for business just yet because there is absolutely no way that you can get to this big hangar yet. Now, I like to create save points when playing with these modded games, just because you never know when you might accidentally crash your game. And why don't we create a ride? Let's take a moment to create a ride. So, I know just what I want to build. One of the planes. You've got an A-10 Thunderbolt 2. Actually, if you scroll down a little bit, the F-117 Nighthawk. This is the ride that I'm going to be building right now. Agreed? FD7's flyaway set, take flight. I am not going to use that one because that is going to crash my game. No doubts, no questions asked. That's weird. I don't recall this ride being a Giga Coaster track. Hang on, let me check the A-10. Huh. It's the same track. In that case, for the time being, I'll just go with the A-10 ride. That's a fun one. Let's see. I want this thing to show up. How big is this thing? Mamma mia, I need to build this thing another unit to the right. Take a good look at it, Wormy. You ain't gonna find roller coaster cars this big anywhere else. If I have block brakes, that might help it continue. Yep, and then it just flies at 6 meters a second. Okay, so how it's gonna work, the plane leaves the station. It follows a 6 meter a second block brake, taxis its way to what will be the end of the runway. then it hits the slower block brakes, which are 1 meter a second. It slowly inches its way to the runway threshold. Then when it gets there, it gets pulled by the lift chain and it gets dragged along. And what's supposed to happen is this thing is supposed to go super fast. Okay? 25 meters a second. How does that float my boat? Does this thing clip the... No, it doesn't clip the hangar at all. That's good. Alright, let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, flick Kerbal. Agreed. Okay, well, how does the 25 meters a second chain work? Could that give me at least something like that of a roller coaster? Alright, let's see how this thing launches. 3, 2, 1, Kerbal. Alright, and I think it's still... Oh, just barely. Let's see it. Oh, okay, just barely makes it over the top. Okay, and how does it do over this bank curve? Oh, now that's the slowest knife edge I've ever seen. You know, now I think of it, this could work. I think this ride could be successful because, I mean, sure, you've got the rather slow coaster ride going on here, at least slow for an airplane, but does it really need to be fast? I mean, it's not like supposed to be an actual aircraft flight now, is it? I mean, we could just pretend that these riders are wearing headsets or certain virtual reality headsets. Oh yeah, just barely making it up. And it drops, goes into a banked curve. Out of that curve. Okay, parts clip. Parts clip, but we're not going to worry about that. Agreed. Oh, don't worry. It's not like I'm flying this aircraft. Oh, wait. This is the Bunny Club. Of course I am flying this aircraft. So, plane takes off, goes to its maximum height, kind of almost stalls, drops down, and enters a slow maneuver. Kind of flies around, does some vertical high G turns. The fact that the parts do clip is a little bit annoying to me, but I'll make it work. And then the thing comes in for a landing, and there we go. And here we go. Coaster's been made. It's a grand spaghetti something. What have I come up with here? Let's go for an invisible entrance. So I'll have an entrance right here, right next to the cockpit. And then over here, we'll have the exit. Let's have this be a block section. That way I can include more than one car. Two. Where would the third one put it? Ew. Okay, can I fit a third one in? Yeah! There we go. 3 A-10 Thunderbirds. Let's see how that works out. RCT Tower, this is India Alpha Bravo 717, requesting permission to take off, over. Roger, India Alpha Bravo 717, you are cleared for takeoff. Contact departure, frequency 315, over. Roger that, clear for takeoff. India Alpha Bravo 717. Here we go! Down this launch chain, we fly up, we go very slow, we almost stall out, but we're getting on the dive, and we're heading off into some VR headsets might show the rider thinking that I'm off in a dogfight in one of these A-10s. How's that sound, Wormy? Mercury. You'll be fine, Wormy. Just close your eyes if you have to. Okay, we're coming in for a landing. Coming in for a landing. And brakes. Slowing down. And we've had a successful landing. Taxiing back to the station. And if we get out, we can watch the thing roll back in and stop. And what? Oh! One thing I like about these modded rides, excitement rating can be ultra extreme. Funny, the intensity rating is medium and the nausea rating is low. Now I'll go ahead and make a path connection from the station to over here at the front of the hangar. You know, I might not be able to use the FD7 thing, but if I find it over here in the scenery stuff, I don't think I'm in the right. Nope. If I find it in the scenery stuff, here it is. I can actually pick some aircraft. Let's see. How about an A330? That thing's as big as the hangar. 747's also a biggie. Wow. 737 in itself is also big. Okay, how does this airplane fit? I could probably move it another unit. That way. Go. Get rid of the old one. Out with the old, in with the new. And somehow I have managed to fit a 737 right in the middle of the hangar. How it is going to get out? Golly knows how. Alright, what might be a good cute color for this thing? Oh, if all white. There we go. Here's some good colors right there. Let's see. Guess we'll need to be sure to stay clear of the 737. In fact, an LCD display point. A good photo opportunity right here. Not great. I don't know, I can't read the font. But the display unit is supposed to say something about this 737. How I fit this thing in here, I have no idea. Now, where's the floor to this thing? Let's see, I could go for a rough floor like that. More grainy floor. But I like the tile floor better. And there we go. Create a tiled floor over the 737. You know what? Let's see. Pray that I can get rid of the tile floor. Okay, good. And not the actual... That's a Q. There we go. And landing gear sitting right over the thing, but let's see. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to keep folks away from this ginormous aircraft. Because what if the engines were to turn on suddenly? Mercury. I know, it would be very unfortunate. Guests could become thirsty. I better add a drink stall. And let them have all the ice, lemon slice, ice cream, and fruit pieces that they so desire. Huh, funny. Water is $1.40 and is among the most expensive items here. But yet the can of soda is 50-cent profit. Let's have soda and water be a 50-cent profit each. Let's synchronize stalls of this type. And this vendor also needs to have a blue uniform. Oh, I guess the vendor needs a uniform too. How about black? What vendor? Well, we're coming upon the end of this episode shortly, but before we do that, I absolutely must include Bunny Club signs. So here, the Bunny Club. There's a bunny head there. A bunny head on the other side, I'm guessing. Nope, missing. Missing in action. You know what, no biggie, I'll just add it right here. And there we have it, the Bunny Club. Though the bunny does look a bit too spiffy to be me. But you know what, I can be spiffy for the club, right? Alright, now it's time to create a road that allows bus drivers to kind of swing around. They can bring guests over to the, what is it, they can bring guests over to the bunny club. Wait, bunny club signs disappear if you get far enough away. So do the bunny things. Oh well. There we go. An awkward looking road for sure, but I think it ought to do. And there. We've fixed the road. So now buses can drive from this main central transportation center over here, hop on the highway for a quick sec, get into this right turn lane, enter this little road right here, which leads right into this drop-off zone right here. They can turn around, head back on the highway, get back in that turn lane, and then get back into the bus drop-off zone. And now this first park is nowhere near completed, that is for certain. But I'm just going to do a little path work, but even as I do that, I'm going to call it an end to this week's episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. What did I just do? Oh no. Oh wait. It's fine. I can do something like this. But beyond this path, I would rather not do anything. And can guests still get in? Oh, park's open for business now. Let's just do a little fast forwarding. I think I'm gonna get the park inspector. Let's see. Okay, we got some guests. Are they? Yes! Yes, they can come in! We have guests. The park is open. Anyway, as I create this pathway, I am going to call it for this week's episode of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So next week's video, I'm going to go back to Minecraft. I have an idea for building a water park just near Black Lake. And I have actually been proposing this water park for Black Lake for some time now. However, that plot of land's just been sitting there empty for golly knows how long. But I'm thinking it's finally time to put something together and create that water park. As for this hangar here, I'll probably do a little bit of work off camera just to pretty things up, at least in this section here where I've got stuff. I'll put a runway here, maybe fill in this spot here with something, not quite sure what, add some trees here. Might create a bus connection, which I intend to do now that I have an actual road connection and theme parks to go to. There. That creates that pathway. Let's open up this ride for business. And with that, I think that is going to conclude this week's video. So for Wormy Capellier, I'm Rabbit McFlapsy. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you all next week. India Alpha Bravo, Mercury, checking out. This project was funded in fictional part by J.D. Rockefeller. It doesn't matter what she's wearing, as long as at least one of her pieces of clothing contains at least one pocket. She has the ability to pull sacks of money, or any other form of money for that matter, out of her pockets. She is literally a bottomless fount of money. J.D. Rockefeller.